What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And what are we gonna do tonight, Dre? The same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. So, after the impromptu week off, because every piece of software I used needed updating, and I mean everyone, my drivers, my recording software, all of it needed updating. No, I don't slack off and just let that go. But anyway, we were trying to get through technical difficulties, getting the emails on the world stage to get our next henchman, and complete the research project Great Studies to keep brain trust going. So let's unpause while we're chatting away. Now, our front of house is still doing pretty good. I love those slot machines. Ranked up as they are, and the fact that we've got them all funneled through makes it really hard for anyone to sneak on the island. And since we haven't been pissing off the super agents too much, should be good, at least for a little bit. We are researching our great studies, which is grand.
New
Might as well
optional
collect that
objective
reward.
available.
And we want to go to the world stage. Why I'm clicking in there, I don't know. So we can trace the email there, but we are lowering the heat so that we can actually complete that. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit because the heat's going down. We need what? 15 heat capacity, so we'll let this sit for a little bit more until it gets down to about 70. And then we'll jump in and work on that. Now our gold vaults are starting to get a little bit full all the time. We could throw in a vault up here. This is going to be our command room eventually. I'd prefer to put the gold vault on the 3rd floor, but to do that we need the next level of drilling. And our salaries were just paid, but we are short on minions. So I think we're just going to speed it up a little bit and keep going through. We're still working on getting more of the advanced power generators in here. I think what we can do in the meantime is go in and create more room for power generators. Now I keep having a count because I don't remember a damn thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to create more generator space. Should be enough for 3 generators. Oops, wrong button. And that should take a big chunk out of our gold coming in, but that'll give us a bunch of power since our bills were just paid and our minions are all settled up. A bunch of minions should be running for the stairs any second now. It's the minions coming in anyway. Nice to have a little bit of downtime. Of course, we're still making money off of our front of house, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Looks like we got a wave of investigators on the island. We're all level 3 now, so yeah, we don't have to ignore them. Of course, these areas are set up to kick people out. And they are quickly chewing into the ground to give us more power. That will allow us to remove some of the power generators from the main floor. Turn this into our power room for the whole lair. Just makes it a little bit harder for saboteurs and other agents of the forces of justice to get in and do anything to our base. Now each one of these gives us 10 power. So we can start getting rid of a few of them. Let's get rid of 4 of them to begin with. That'll balance out our cash flow a little bit while we're waiting. Our research is almost complete on Great Studies, which will bring us to another video mode, hopefully. I really do want to get the gold vault off of the main floor as soon as possible. That will definitely help us out.
I'm listening.
And we cannot afford the next rank there. Alright, so let's go to our objectives and collect our reward for it.
Not one of them was on my level. Such a disappointment. We'll kidnap some more. Smarter ones this time.
There are no smarter ones. That's the problem with humanity. It's running on the same old wetware that hid in caves.
Aren't we hiding in a cave?
Not at all. We are building V.O.I.D.
In a cave?
In a lair. With conference tables and laboratories and unwelcome scrutiny from our investors.
Alright, so that's awesome. So now we gotta steal some rare earth elements on the world stage. So a lot of stuff is going over to the world stage. How's the heat doing here? Okay, so we've got the heat down. We can launch this scheme. Send some minions out. But while we're thinking about it, let's go straight up to our workers. And hire some in while we're thinking about it. Back down to the first floor, wondering why my brain's not working. Bunch of minions coming in, bunch of minions going out. That'll allow us to get technical difficulties off the ground and get our second henchman sooner rather than later. Now the way it works is they'll come into our lab, or our lair, not our lab. Though I guess it is just one giant lab, all things considered. Let's actually sell off a couple more of these power generators. Thinking about it. They'll come in temporarily and sit around until we complete the next stage of their quest. And then eventually they'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll sign on, and it'll be good. Be awesome. We gotta wait for right now is for this mission to go out. Still waiting on transport.
Your vaults are almost full.
Very well aware of that, Iris. Now we can start looking at maybe
Salaries paid.
getting rid of Agent X. I mean, I want to take over all of the Patriot states. Alright, so this is going to be done here pretty quick, and then this area will probably close down.
Top.
Alright, so that did not give us our next henchman as I had planned. Guessing we have to wait for the next lair upgrade? So we don't want to start any of these, but we could start this. Huh. So I'm guessing, yeah, we have to wait until our research goes up a little bit higher, which means we need gold, which we have. So let's go in and research our advanced mining techniques so we can start building up to the third floor and get our gold vault in place. Lots of cool stuff in here. We can get luxury beds. Advanced guard tables are awesome. They allow our guards to be more efficient. Video games are going to be incredibly important for the operation of our lair because, well, we're going with a lot of science minions, so we're going to need their morale to be higher. And we can also research our capture protocol. And eventually a Brainwasher 2000. That'll help out greatly. But we're going to have to upgrade our lab here pretty quick to get some organic samples in there. But right now it's pretty much just wait and see. After we research our global, or our, wow, brain, catch up with me, our advanced mining techniques, we're going to go with the advanced radio repeater so we can set up the room upstairs properly and turn this into an entertainment zone for all of the valuable henchmen that we have lying around. Start throwing in some more stuff to make their lives a little bit better. And then once we get the power out of here, we can move a hospital over onto this side and expand the entertainment here. These types of rooms don't really cause that much suspicion in the forces of justice agents that come through. I'm just really keen on getting rid of our gold vault on the first floor. If we can move it up to the third, that would be fantastic. And we're going to be able to put our staircase going up right here. Hopefully not too long from now. Let's just double check and see where the stairs can go. Pretty sure. Yeah, right there is seemingly good, and then we can just bump this hallway over in case we need to go up there, but that's where we'll put the stairs when we have the advanced mining techniques. And we can expand this room out a massive amount and start putting advanced radio repeaters in, which will take up a little bit less room, but we can make it into a nice, like, fancy looking little room. Maybe put some decorations in, who knows. And we might want to consider putting in a small little rest area up here, some beds for our minions, maybe a little bit of entertainment on the second floor, a food table for all the basic minions that have to go in there to keep everything running. But while I'm thinking about minions, we have been getting more into the lair, but we have not been using them to their full advantage, or vice versa. We need more minions, so we'll put down a couple of lockers. Give us a few more towards our total output. Let's go back to the world stage and see where these rare earth elements are. Of course, Agent X is running around up there. Secure rare parts. We need 6 mercenaries and we only have 3. So we'll have to train some more mercenaries. Which doesn't hurt. Let's see where the other ones are. We're gonna need 6 mercenaries there too, so we're gonna have to train up some more mercs. Yeah, it's looking like it's all down to mercenaries to do our job for us. And we're gonna need 1 more power on our radio repeaters to get level 2 to actually go there. And yeah, it's all down to the mercenaries, so we're gonna have to get them trained up, which means we're gonna need more guards. Tempted to put in another mercenary trainer. We do have the power, and since we're gonna be going through a lot of them, we might as well toss it in just for the lulls. That'll allow us to train up the mercenaries quicker, because we're going to be going through a fair number of them, at least 12. So hopefully we can get that going. Let's just speed it up a little bit. It's nice seeing our highly valued employees sitting down and watching TV about us. Of course, we're still waiting on all the research. Gotta get everything moving. So back to the world stage. We haven't activated any other super agents just yet. Soon as we have the mercenaries needed for this, we will send them out. Almost seems like a waste of ammunition. Almost.
Your vaults are almost full.
Well aware of that. So what we can do, we're kind of playing balance between our funds and our needs. We are going a little bit overboard with the power generators right now. And again, even this is only going to be temporary. But if we can put that into place, we can start working on a lot of other things. And it'll be nice to get rid of all the power generators on the first floor, and then when we get the really good power generators, the fusion ones I believe they're called, you can actually look at the research for that. Fusion. Yes, I was right. For a change. We can put those in the basement and remove these, and then this can be turned into something else.
To complete this construction.
Alright, so we have 62 spare power, since we're throwing those in.
Salaries paid.
We can sell off 3 of these for now. Gives a little bit of coin back while we're waiting. Just watching the gold flow in and out of our vault. It all comes down to the micro waiting, small little periods of it. Of course, this is setting up more power than we actually need right now. But when we expand our control room, we're going to need a fair bit more power. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. What we can do, I think if we set up the stairs now, stairs up, that'll allow us to do a little bit here. Build the corridor out a little bit. Allow us to harvest that gold. Actually, let's just make this corridor part of our plans to begin with. Just in case. Give our people something to do. And I don't really think we need to get to the central pit like we did on one of the other geniuses, or like I did on one of the other geniuses. So we'll see. We got to get those rare earths, because as soon as we advance that a little bit further, we should be able to pick up getting our second minion. Hasn't installed upstairs yet, but it will. Actually, I think that hallway is a little bit too wide now. Yes, we only need it 4 wide, and then we can build a hallway down here. Again, I don't know if we're going to need those access corridors, but we might as well put them in. It's getting a little bit maze-like, but that can't hurt. I mean, nothing about our lair screams coordination, really. I mean, it is me running things, so yeah, we'll just go with that. And we can sell off 3 more of these power generators, just to get them out of the way. And do we have the mercenaries necessary now? Yes, but we don't have the required amount of gold. How long do we have to pay our... So we'll wait until after our next payday for our minions.
A criminal network has too much heat and has locked down.
And then we'll see what we have left over. Because we're only at like 5 grand left over right now. It's probably going to be a little bit of a lair building episode. And we still have plenty of heat to go in that region because it's level 2. Let our minions get paid, and then we'll launch this scheme.
Salaries paid. Not enough gold to complete this construction.
So our minions should be running out. Wow, that's a lot of minions. Still, it'll allow the training room to get some use, so that's always a good thing. Okay, they've cleaned out this part of the floor, so we can actually fill this all in now. Because we don't need any of that open space, and then we can build straight down this way towards more gold, and build up a nice little vault up here with the better vault racks in it.
A scheme has succeeded.
And what are we looking at for optional objectives? Well, I don't know if we're going to be training any socialites next little bit. We'll see. So we've got one of the rare earth elements that we need. Now, is there another region that has open to us that has the amount of heat that we need? That's at 94. We do not have enough intel for that one. That one's going to get locked down pretty quick. Japan, on the other hand, once we have the mercenaries and technicians and the gold for it, we'll be able to send them over there to do that. This region will require level 2. This region is locked down now. So right now we're just kind of waiting on everything to get sorted out. Once we've got some of the vitals moved off the main floor, we can start working on... Oh, we need organic samples for that. Dang it. Alright, let's break it down to a normal speed. Do we have enough room for a pair of organic samples? That's the real question. Or do we just have enough room for one? Just enough room for one.
Gold to complete this
We
construction.
don't have the gold to do it right offhand. If we go up to the 3rd floor, we should now be able to mine this out. See if our minions can get in there and get that done. And then we can just turn this into a little bit of a gold vault. Of course, now minions have to run all the way through the lair to get there. Not really much more we can do right now, but let's just hope our minions can get their job done. What we should probably do is just look at... So we want it to be as much of a square room as possible. And then turn that into vault room. May not need to be that big. Then we can put a heavy set door here. We can put doors along this hallway and traps if need be. I don't think we'll get any saboteurs or thieves up this high, just yet anyway. But it'll allow us to move our gold vaults off the 1st floor.
Training has stalled.
Fair amount of gold coming in from the deposit that we just destroyed.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Yeah, it's the fact that we keep running out of gold and other things. Well, I'm thinking about it though. We should probably throw a door in for the vault. And then set it up as level 3 security. Actually, let's toss one right here too, because that's pretty much all this floor is going to be used for, is a gold vault for now. still have plenty
A
of
scheme
power,
has succeeded.
so we can sell off these 6 generators. Well, few of them anyway. Maybe not all 6.
You're running out of gold. Maybe spend less or steal more.
Alright, so we've got our first set of vaults up there, which means we can start selling off these pallets. And once they're gone, we can repurpose this entire space. Maximum is still 56,000. We haven't put all of our racks in yet. So this is definitely going to allow us to store more gold. Deal with it properly. Now on the world stage, we're still got to wait on mercenary training. Agent X is where? Okay, he's there. Let's launch a money scheme there. And a money scheme there. That should allow us to get a little bit more money coming in. And then it becomes a waiting game again. Can't exactly put in more power just yet because everything's coming down to our finances, which is not helping us out too much right now. Eventually we're going to move the prison down to the basement. We need more gold coming in. That's why I do like the slot machines for front of house, because not only do they distract, even though they cost a little bit of power, they make you a ton of money from civilians coming in, which I'm okay with. And then we just gotta get on those rare earth elements. Almost have the ability to completely shut down this area and start converting it. Big question is, are we going to have the money in 30 seconds to pay all our minions? I doubt it. So we might see a minion exodus.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions. You're running out of gold.
So that was a
Maybe
morale hit.
Spend less or steal more. Not enough gold to complete this construction.
But I'm not seeing anyone making a break for it. That'll be the other good thing too, so we'll have a lot longer to see if any minions decide to want to steal from us before they run. You can sell these off now though. And then we can worry about building up the rest of our lair. I swear I am on track some of the time. Most of the time my brain just kind of goes off on random tangents and I forget what I'm doing. But let's face it, you guys are all used to that by now, because I'm a weirdo. And of course Agent X is back up here. We still need to train the mercenaries up and have the gold to send out our people, but nice if Agent X wasn't around. Eventually we'll be able to take him on. Not too distant future, I'm saying. But this region is still free and we haven't activated the super agent for it yet, so we'll be good there. One more mercenary, just one more mercenary. Once that mercenary is trained up, we can get the second rare earth in. Then you can worry about Japan. Right now, it just basically comes to being able to retrain minions. 3 minutes on the stupid payday. Kind of want to get over the 28, so we need like 58,000 gold before we commit to this plan. Because I don't want to take a second hit to our minions' morale. Because we don't want people to start going out. That would really, really, really set us back. So we just gotta wait just a little bit. 8,000, 7,000, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
That should send our minions out, and in 30 seconds, well, I think it's like 10. I think it's 3 times speed when you're on fast forward. They will get paid, and then we can worry about the commitments in our lab.
Salaries paid.
So there's all of our gold vaults put in. We're still waiting on our 55,000 for our organic samples. Now they're going to cost us 15 power, so we got to get some more generators up in the not too distant future. So while we're waiting on that, let's extend the room by another 5. And we can throw a generator in there as soon as possible.
A scheme has succeeded.
Alright, so 2 of our rare earths are collected. And all we gotta do is wait just a little bit longer. Get everything out. Again, it's turning into kind of a lair building week. I know, not exactly the most exciting thing in the world after we had to take an emergency week off due to software updates. But we did complete part of our side quest at the very least. How much is a single power generator going to cost us? 10,000? Let's put it in. Should be able to do that before we have to get paid again. And then with the other 2 generators that we can put in those slots, we can get rid of these 2 bad boys, and the ground floor will be cleared of power. Just as it's been cleared of gold vaults. And then we can start putting some more entertainment and stuff in to prevent our minions from becoming so dissatisfied that they actually, you know, have independent thoughts and ideas of leaving. That should take care of the power there, and we can get rid of these 2 generators. And we can throw in the next nuclear one. Hopefully we'll have the golden time. If not, well, we'll deal with a little bit of an exodus. We can also, in the meantime, we've got what? 28 heat left there. We can get a bunch of
A scheme has
gold.
succeeded. Training has stalled.
Gotta take advantage of the other regions that we've unlocked. I want to reduce heat. Launch a worker scheme there, because it's not really worth too much. We should have the gold necessary in the time needed, so that our minions don't get all rebelly. And we're over the cap, so that's not going to hurt us. Hopefully. And the minions were paid without completely destroying us, so we're good there. We kind of want to leave Japan alone, at least for the time being. Yeah, you're almost at your max heat. Don't want to do the hour one. You know, we can scrap the intel for now, because we're going to have to wait for other things before we can do that mission. Let's wait for a worker mission to pop up and get some more gold. That'll clear a few minions out of the lair and give us a little bit of breathing room, and we'll start making some more money. And then we can throw some more gold vaults in up here, because right now our maximum amount of gold is 72 grand. It's up a lot from the 58, 56 that we had before. We're still going to need more gold in the future, because, well, what self-respecting evil genius wouldn't want more money? But we're going to have to do it in stages, just to make sure that we keep, you know, our paychecks in line. Just before we end, though, we're going to go over and make sure that none of our optional missions... Well, let's just remove a few of these.
Objective available.
So we can get new ones. We're not really killing any investigators or good guys that come into our lab. I keep saying bad guys, like, yeah. There's that. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. I know, a little bit of a lab building exercise more than anything else, but we did complete part of our minion side mission. And once we get that last rare earth element, we will be able to advance on to the next stage of things. Because you got to complete the main missions to get your side missions coming up. Especially to nuke some of the super agents, which we're probably going to start next week. But if you like the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, see yourself pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.